Hello, everyone. Welcome today to another Global Hack Week. Welcome, everyone, today. So, uh, like I say, welcome. We're going to start again and continue with our track of data visualization apps with React. So, before continuing, in all my streams, I usually introduce a little bit of spam with the GitHub Student Developer Pack so you can um, try to get your student developer pack as soon as possible. So yeah, why don't we start with those 5 minutes? So welcome today to, let's say, the student developer pack. So the student developer pack basically is a toolbox, digital toolbox that gives you like $3,000 in like tools, like digital tools that you can use. The cool thing about this is that you can use it whatever you're a student in a bootcamp, in college or high school or anything that you can use it. So you can use all the experiences that the GitHub developer has for you. For example, you have developer operations experience, how to create mobile app development, career readiness, data science and machine learning, aspiring creatives. Also, if you want, for example, you want to create your own portfolio, you have 1 year of a domain, so you can uh, have your portfolio like I don't know, daviddelore.me or anything like that. Also, you have name.com and tech domains. You have three different domains that you can use for hosting that profile portfolio that you're going to build. Also, if you want to create applications in the cloud or anything like that, you have 200 credits into the digital ocean cloud. Also, you have 100 credits in Azure. So if you want to build anything related with machine learning or anything like I don't know, cognitive services, machine learning, and things like that. You can use Microsoft Azure. Also, if you want to code cool things in a cool IDE specifically for your favorite language like Python, like JavaScript, or things like that, you have JetBrains that gives you like all the JetBrains IDEs. You can use IntelliJ, PyCharm, and more and more and more. Also, if you want to host an API, you can use Heroku. Like we are in August Data in this global hack week of August Data. So why don't we learn some things about science, about machine learning, and things like that? So Data Camp gives you like 3 months individual subscription for students. Also, you have Bootstrap Studio for creating your web page without the need of uh, knowing how to build a web page with HTML and all that stuff. You have a Screenbat that is an interactive learning platform for front-end developers. Also, you have from MongoDB. You have 50 credits in MongoDB Atlas. And also, you have a certification valued in $150 for MongoDB University. If you want to prepare for your next coding interview, you have Algo Expert. You have a lot of things. You have Replit. You have 6 free months of private replis. You can apply to the GitHub Campus Expert program. You have a pro account in Datadog. You can use also Icon Scout for your next mockup in Figma or things like that. You can test your emails if you are building a hackathon. Like you have tons and tons of tools that you can use, and it is real simple to get it. You go here and you can Google Student Developer Pack or GitHub Student Developer Pack. You sign in, and after signing in, you get that, and you can claim it. You just need like your student ID or something that shows your grades and things like that. And also, you have access to the global campus as a student. You can apply to the GitHub internships. That the GitHub internships are an alternative um, of an internship. So if you are looking for your next internship, you can apply for the GitHub internships. So you can learn a little bit more about like the companies that are requiring more students working there. And yeah, so GitHub internships are now available in Colombia, Mexico, India. I think it also in some part of Africa and Asia. Right, currently it's not in the US and not in Canada, but yeah, you can also see like which events are near you, and you can also have the access to the GitHub Education uh, Twitch channel. So yeah, those are the yeah, college joining letter also works. And let me share with you the link of the GitHub student developer pack. Give me just a minute. You can pass it right here. Hi Indigo, welcome today. Welcome Indigo. Hi, it's nice to see you. All right. Uh-huh. All right, yeah. Hi Burger Breaker. Hi Spicy. Oh, it's Bug Breaker. Everything Burger Breaker. Hi Indigo, hi Bug Breaker, hi Sandra, hi Sud, and hi Indigo. It's nice to see you again. So yeah, this has been the 10 minutes of fun. So now we are going to continue with the next 5 minutes of what are we going to do today. So let me try to stop sharing my screen and go here. Um, Let me share again my screen in. Yeah. All right. So so another cool thing that gives to you is the opportunity to use GitHub Code Spaces. And basically, GitHub Code Spaces are uh, like virtual machines that you can use. You can code in the cloud without the need of using your computer resources. Like you don't need to worry about the RAM of your computer or your CPU or anything like that. Everything is going to be running in the cloud. You just need the repository, and after getting that repo, you'll be able to use like your favorite IDE like Visual Studio Code, install all other extensions, and yeah, I can deal. Like for example, if you want to install Prettier, S-Link, Docker, LiveShare, IntelliCode, or things like that, you can install like all your favorite extensions to the GitHub Code Spaces, and also you can uh, host like APIs or run things like React, Python applications, Flask, anything that is related to the web. Also, if you want to train machine learning models, you can do it. You can pay for more resources, like a powerful machine. Like maybe you want a CPU with 16 cores or with 8 cores, and if you want storage or things like that. So yeah. So for getting this, you'll need first a GitHub account. So you can sign in into GitHub.com, start an account, and after starting that account, you can go here. You can come to this to my profile, and also if you want to follow me, if you want to follow each other, this is my profile, and I'm going to share it in the stream chat. So this is the repo that we are using in this occasion. Is the real-time data React app. We're building some kind of stock tracker. So let me share with you my profile and also the link of the repo. And I think everything is done. So once you are now in the repo, you can just click into the code button, go here. You probably are going to be here like with the local button. So don't worry about it. Just go to code spaces window and start a new code space. And after you start it, you're going to see something like setting up your code space. And after that, you'll be able to see everything that we built today. So we're using Next.js. So because we're using Next.js, you will want to first go into the folder of the app that is loading. Well, this folder, it says real-time currencies. So let me just first let that the ID charges. I don't know why it's so slow today. I think it's my internet connection. So let me just do a quick ping. Ping. .com. No, I don't think so. My pings as well. So city GitHub server. Should I just reload this? All right. So. Yeah, I don't know what is going on. Thank you, Rock Breaker. I'm going to follow you. So give me a second just to follow Rock Breaker. Let me go to the to my profile, and then let me follow Buckbreaker. So nice, Buckbreaker, you have a new follower. So I don't know what is going on with the GitHub code spaces. They're taking a lot of time. But let me know if you already are here to if you have created already your code space. Yeah, now we are seeing something. So yeah, this is the folder that we are using today. So it says real-time currencies, and inside that folder you are going to see that we have some things like our source folder. We have public folders and things like that. So if you never use Next.js, don't worry about it. Like one thing that you need to know is that if you ever use Python or anything like that, you want to know that our dependencies or like all the libraries that we are using are in the package JSON. Are also all of our application files are in the source/app folder, and all of our assets are in the public folder. So yeah, so now we are seeing the code. So we have here our terminal. So let's first just move into the folder. So it's real-time currencies. And after doing this, you should want to install all of our dependencies that we're using. So just run the command npm install or npm I, and you'll see that all the dependencies have been already installed. So because we are using Next.js, you will ask yourself like, hey, how are we going to run that app? So don't worry about it. You just need to run the command npm run that, and you'll see that we have like our application where we last time we ended up in an error. I didn't check the error itself. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. Like the moment when I hit refresh, it works. But yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So, all right. So now GitHub Code Spaces uses ports. So you will want to go to the ports section and click onto the Open in Browser button. So you should just click that, and you see something like this, like connected to the forward port. And you see our application that right now is currently dying because we had an error. Last time we ended up in an error that I didn't knew how to solve. So let's try to check it out. So we ended up like right here. So currently we're going to see some. No, I refreshed the wrong. No, I refreshed the wrong page. I refreshed the the GitHub code space page. No. Oh no. Well, basically, currently we have something like this. This is like our chart that we were building. We are building a stock market follower. Like we're trying to do it in real time, but first we are using some React libraries to try to create a chart. And yeah, now I have my ID. Sorry for that. I refreshed it. I refreshed the wrong page. So, so yeah, because we had an error right here, we couldn't see anything. So if we inspect this and try to run the console, we'll see that we have already fetched all the information that we need from the API. So if you're asking which API we're using, we are using the Polygon.io API. Let me share it with you in the Polygon. Uh, all right. So, all right. So we are using already the Polygon API. So let me just read the comments because I'm seeing some things. All right. So how MLH community game members and audience and how can you? Okay, what is the session plan? What is the break? Whatever we're going to build? Can you tell them some other? And I wonder. Well, I think this, but yeah, I don't know if we have mods right now, but I don't know if we have something that can remove this. So yeah. All right. All right. So Titan. So we're building stock. stock app, like a stock data visualization app. So basically, right now we have something like this that is basically like a chart that we're building, but we are in an error that, let me share my screen right here, share this tab. So basically, we are using Next.js. So what we are doing in our application is uh, install some charts. We are having a component that is the chart that we were building. We're using some React hooks, like use state and use effects for fetching and storing the values that the API gives to us. So we are using this API that says that is called Polygon.io, and in Polygon has products like stocks. So we're trying to build something like this chart right here, like Apple Inc. So basically, Polygon allows you to get information from each kind of stock that you want to track. So if you want to track, for example, the stock of Apple or anything like that, like from yesterday or I don't know, like last week or anything like that, Polygon gives you like all this information. These are tons and tons of information that basically gives you information about the open value of the stock, the closing value of the stock, the highest value, the lowest value, and the timestamp of the of that stock time value. So we're fetching in minutes. For fetching in minutes, where we used the same Polygon API. We're using aggregates. So as you can see, you have stock sticker, multiplier, time span from when you want it to when you want it. So how if you want it sorted, if you want a limit or anything like that, you just need to run the query. And after running the query, you have this request URL, and this URL is the one which we are using right here. So basically, now we have a state that is stores the stock information that we fetch first. Also, we have another state called options. That basically this options state is the one that fits our chart with the information. So we are using a basic bar chart. It has categories that these are the ones that are going to be displaying the x-axis, and also we are going to have some series. The series are basically just the name of the series that you are seeing right here. Like for example, uh, this blue graph is our first series. So you don't really need to worry about this. So where we are doing this, what we are doing is like we are fetching from that API, and because it is an async function, we need to do some async stuff to get it to wait until the server responds to us. So we wait until we get that data, we pass it or transform it into a readable format that we can store. Then we store it in the stock info part, and after it we wait until we get that information already fetched. And after fetching it, we run a function called fill chart. That basically that function is going to fill the information that we need in the axis. So we are passing for each information that we have in the stock for each stock that we receive, we're going to use data stock information. We are going to use the timestamp, and we're going to run another function that we created that says set category. Basically, it transforms timestamp into a new date and returns it. So we wanted to fit the options that exist, that categories that happen with that information. We want to display like all the x-axis with the dates of the stock that we are using in that moment. So yeah, we're in that part of the code. So right now we are into a problem because we have a problem right here that we wanted to use this value, that this is a timestamp. So I think we first need to know that all the objects in the in the state has already fulfilled all the information. So for that, I think we should add another thing right now. So for running this, we should first try to know like the length of the chart or of our state. So for this, we could use something like if stock info that land is equal or is equal to 120, then we can run this, can run the field chart. But if not, you just run the hey I'm now in a state. So let me see if this works. And all right, we're going to just run it again. And yeah, so basically it does this, but it doesn't gives us the stock info. So hey, now I'm in the state. So we're right now right here. Uh, all right. Yeah, let's say we start up starts to render the chart. Yeah, thank you so much, Indigo, for helping me with this. Thanks for answering my questions. Regarding you can install via npm install how volumes to be installed charts. Yeah. Yeah, or you can just run npm install and all the dependencies should be working right now. And if you want to use to see the documentation of Apex charts, let me pass you the React Apex charts examples. So here you are, here are the docs, and let me pass it into the chat stream. Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, we should be able to go right now. So let me just open ChatGPT into a little moment and let me ask a new chat. Let me see this and now let me pass the code so I can see that so I can see if the thing that I'm trying to do is correct. So let me pass this and so right now let me ask ChatGPT, hey, imagine that I'm fetching information from an API and I want to, I'm storing it in a state React. After it is stored in the state, I want to pass some information in the options state. But when I'm running this, I get the error that stock info of I that t does exists. Let me pass the code so I can see if this is correct or if I'm getting some. The syntax is likely to define the stock info state's initial and empty array. When your component renders the first time the filter function, your second use effect is being executed before the API calls the first use effect. Completely updates. Since the stock info the state starts as an empty array when you try to access stock info in the loop, it's trying to access the index that it doesn't exist yet in the empty array. To fix this issue, you should make sure that you only execute full chart function after the stock info. All right. All right. So to fix this issue, you should make sure that you only execute full chart function after the stock info state has been updated with the fetch data. You can achieve this with beautiful chart to decide it first after the stock info call. All right. To fix this issue, you only execute the field chart function after the stock info. Okay, so what? So what is the difference? Um, so we have the stock info, use effect. We have the options. We have use effect as a zip function. We have a JSON data stock info. And it says you should make sure that you only execute the flowchart function after the stock info state has been updated with the fetch data. You can achieve this by moving the call flowchart inside the first use effect after the stock info. All right, so we should move that into the first use effect. Hmm. All right. So, so in the first use effect, we have the get info, async function get info, and we should run this after that. Uh, if it's stock info, then if we have something here, then we should run uh, the field chart, right? Field chart of 10 else null. And for filling that chart, we should also do it right here. I think so. So let me see if this works. So we are filling first the chart, then the category. So in field chart, we get the stock info IT. All right. No, we still have the error right now. So all right. Mm, uh-huh. Yeah, same right here. So let's see where we're doing wrong, because I think we first need to ensure that we have something right now. Like, how can I let me ask ChatGPT, how can I ensure that all information that I have fetched is ready in the state? Should all the fetch information introduce high incentive for preventing operations that depend on it? You can use GFX hooks dependency array. The idea to prefer your operations to server will only run when the stock info is updated and holds the fetch data. Here's how you can modify the code. I think that is the same thing that I was doing before. This is a problem with the GPT-3 model. Mm. Mm. Let me see if, because I think I have the opportunity to mm, get the Copilot extension. Huh. So should this work? So let me install GitHub Copilot. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. So GitHub Copilot cannot connect to server extension to issue not access GitHub Copilot phone. Your current load against. Well, I don't know. What should I use? All right. Yeah. So I wanted to use GitHub Copilot to do that. But then instead of this, so let's try to think. So we already fetch everything, like we already get the information that we needed. We wait until we have all the information updated, but I think we can use something like for each instead of using of passing that this like for stock info dot for each, or let me try to ask this like Because I think I can use map also. Like, how can I run map? Like, how can I run map into the stock info page state? Hmm. Map function, you first use something like info that map item. All right. So we can use just the function of uh, yeah. Now we're here. So we have the stock info. So it's stock info that map item and index. So mm, that's another thing. Can I map into a number, a rich number like the 10th iteration? Exceptional, you can expect there's slice. Since you want to, oh right, yeah, that is a good idea. So instead of passing this, I can pass the slides function, slides 10, and let me ask another thing, 0 to 10, yeah, 0, comma 10 to map the item, and for each item, let me console log that item, and let me see if this works. This expression is part of expression statement. All right, so we have. Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot this. Mm, yeah. So we have a stock info that slide zero from the 0 index to the 10 index. So we're going to map each one of these elements, and for each element we're going to load this. And are we loading it? No, we are not, because we are not running the fill chart function. Fill chart, and let me pass it just like this. And are we seeing anything? Uh-huh. Hey, now in the state, hey, now in the state, So we have full chart, and with full chart, so given light item that hello. Oh yeah, yeah. Now this works. Yeah, and I think you're not seeing it. So let me share it again. So I think now everything now is working. So we have this element. So we already did something like instead of using the indexes, we went and sliced like the part of the array that I needed. And after slicing it, I tried to traverse all the items in that sliced array with the map function. So the map function just receives an element, that this element is going to be the callback function that we're going to receive, and the value of that. So we're using the value of it, and we're trying to print it. So yeah, so right now we have everything like this. So now we have everything that we needed. So we should just set category, or no, we should fill the options. So options that axis that categories that append, and we should append the um, set category of the item of item.t. So let me see if this works. No, we're trying to, you cannot reproduce this line reading slides. So what is the problem right now? Cannot reproduce of undefined reading slides. All right, so now that we have a problem here. All right. So what is the problem here? Uh, Stack info. And if we have something, then do this. And after that, oh, we should put this like this. So we have this map, this stack info that's just console log. Hello. And if not, then we should do something else. So should this work if I try to? Yeah, thank you so much for telling me that because I'm always forgetting to share the screen. Like StreamYard like puts it like you already put it, but now you need to return it and configure it into the stream. So I think now you're seeing it, right? Yeah, you're seeing it. Right. So we have the stock info slides. Aha, we have the log item. Hello. And hey, now in the state. All right, so we have that. But if not, hello item, item of t, and this works. Yeah. So we have item of t, and instead of item of t, can I use set category console deadlock set category of item of t, item.t, and let me see if this works. Date is not defined. Oh yeah, I forget to add the const date is equal to this. Yeah, yay, we got it. All right, so we have this, and now we can set options. Set options of um, set options and options. Set options that uh, exist, that categories, that append. And should we pass this item 3? All right. So let me quit this and let me see if this works. I don't know, to be honest. Set categories option. All right. So let me ask ChatGPT, how can I update the categories function? So okay, how can I append more values to the categories array in the options state? Open to group array options state should avoid modifying the state directly. Instead, you can create a copy of the state, modify the copy, and then update the state with a modified copy. Here's how you can do it. So updated options is equal to this. So categories is updated options that all right. Create a copy of the option state. All right. So we have this. We have the stock info slides. So categories push. All right. So we have push set categories item of the and set categories which one? The item T. And return. Let's go to categories. All right. So let me see if this works. Set options. So we first push everything. How later push it. All right. So we should use something like flowchart is going to be something like this. So we have updated categories. Let me put this. So we have updated options, category, and this should be right here. So updated options that option is equal to category. Set options equal to this. Oh, should be inside it. So we should use categories. Console log item. Console log item and categories that push the item. After pushing this, we should do nothing. We should do this in at the end of the map. Right, so we have options. All right, so we have updated options. That option that is equal to category. So this should be here. It's equal to categories. All right, so we have categories and we have the updated options. That is a copy of the state. And let me format this so I can understand it a little bit more. All right, so we have updated options. That is, so we are creating a copy of the options state, and after creating the options state, we are using we're creating a copy of the categories array. All right, so we have a categories copy. So let me just try to quit this categories copy and options copy. It should be something like this. So we have the options copy and so we have categories copy.push, console log that item. So instead, so we're running stock info. Yeah, we're running stock info on that slide. So we're if item.t, updated options, categories. All right, yeah, I think I get it right now. So we're creating this, and after having this, update options copy is equal to option is equal to categories copy. So all right. So I think I got it. So we first create a copy of our state as an object. So we are creating that copy, and after creating a copy, we're creating an array copy of the categories array that is inside the options state. That is not updated options; it's options copy. So it's options copy. That options are x is that categories. So we're doing that, and after getting this, we're trying to fill all of our categories copy with each one of the timestamps there. So instead of being item, it should be item.t, so we can see we have something. So after fulfilling it, we should first like see if we have something right here, right? Like categories copy dot the categories. And it's not. Yeah, it is categories copy. So we can just um, console log and categories copy, and we can see we have something right here. So after seeing if we have something, we are going to pass or fulfill the categories array that is inside the copy of our state with the categories copy array. And that already has information of the timestamps. And then we're going to set all of our options with the options copy. Options x-axis, no, with updated options, with options copy. Options copy. Yeah, so before doing this, let me see if we managed to do this well. And let me just comment it and try to see if we have something. So let me just refresh it and see if we have something here. No, I don't think so. So we have something for, uh, yeah, I think something from here. So we have webcam, window is not defined. Which window? Uh, so let me just run it again to see which one is the error because I don't see it. So we already updated the client. So we have options copy is not defined. Oh yeah, it's option copy. It's instead of being options copy, it should be option copy. Options copy. Categories copy. So let me just refresh it. And I think it died again. So let me just start this. So we already compiled the client. Yeah, we got it. So right, yeah. Okay, so instead of filling this with the timestamp, we should fill it with the set category of item.t. This, and it should be working. Set category of item.t. And yay, we have the time dates. So I think there's a way to, instead of returning all the dates, just try to return the minute. Yeah. So we're fetching for each minute that we had in this case. So let me ask how to how can I get the to extract? How can I extract the hour from hour and minute from um, date, new date. Okay, so we have, you can just get hours and get minutes and All right, so we'll have something like get hours, they get hours and get minutes. All right, so we have, so we can build something like new date equal to seconds minute. So from date we can return just a string that is going to be uh, date that no date get hours that date that get minutes. I think now we should be getting something different. All right, so we have something. Hey, now I'm in the state. Hey, now I'm in the state. So what is going on? Uh, so const string time is equal to this time. All right, so we have data get hours, and I think we forgot to add the hints. Right, so we have something. Yeah, we had it. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Yay! So now we are filling something. All right, so we have already get the minutes, the hours. So now we have everything that we wanted. So let's see if we can update everything here. And 10 options copy. All right. So instead of set options copy, All right, so can we just see if with another use effect if we already have something in the options? So the log options, comma, and options. All right, so can we see if we have already fulfilled this series and we have one array and options has the categories and yeah, we have categories. So why are we now displaying this? All right, that's a great question, right? So let's see why we're not displaying the categories. So we have line chart, and we have options. Um, all right, so we have the stock info options and console.log options and and we have and options. Uh-huh. So should we first try to um, we should first try to ask something like, hey, if options uh, that options that uh, x is that categories, if we have something here, then pass this. No. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of messages. So let me just close this because I don't know why I'm getting so many messages right now. Uh, and I don't know why it's not closing. All right, so forget about it. So we have everything here, and all right. So should we get something like this, and instead of we have nothing, just return a null? And let me just format this, and So if we have something, do we have something at the start? No, we don't have anything. So categories should be just the first thing ones. All right, so let me just get again the inspect button. Yeah. And let me try to refresh this. And options, Mm, so if this is already equal to 10, yeah, now it's working. Yeah, let's go. All right, so we have already like each minute displayed. So we have 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 6, 7, 15, 22, 23, 24, 26. All right, let's go. Yeah, so we have already filled this. And the cool thing about this is that we can play with this a little bit more. Like we can zoom it in and zoom it out. And we can see how the chart is going to be changing. So let me just commit the changes. So we are seeing the units part. And yeah, let me just commit it, confirm it, and synchronize the changes, accept it. All right, so right now we have the minutes, but we don't have the data. So let me just quit this. And now we should worry about filling the data with this. So we should do the same thing for filling the charts. So instead of set category, set series, and we should use another constant like a series copy. Should be something like this. Options, categories, Instead of being this, uh, it should be something like options copy dot options dot chart dot dot copy dot series dot, and which series are we using? Series, and we should use the first items, series of zero dot data should be these. So this should be our array, and we should delete this. All right, so we have the series copied. So now we say categories dot copy dot push and series copy dot push the item of C that is the closing value. All right, so we have now the options that exits lane, and options series of zero dot lane equal 10. Then we can do something. Right, so let's reload this, and we don't have anything. Why don't we have anything? So we have console, and in the status, we have an object, we have options, and options is and series has something. No, it doesn't. All right, so we should pass this. So console.categories copy and console.log series copy. Let me see what this does. We have the series copying, we have the categories copy already for showing up. We have the categories and the series. So now we should, oh yeah, forget that this options.copy is equal to this, but also we should update options.series options.series uh, series of zero that data is equal to series copy and series copy that push item series copy the data, and yeah. All right, so we have anything. Okay, so we have series, and series we have an array of 0. And I think we are not getting anything because we reached the amount of fetch that we can do in a minute, I think. So let me just reload this again. Yeah, now we're getting information. Okay, so we have options, series, series. Yeah, we have everything. Like we've already fulfilled the data and we fill the options ID. So now, what should we do? Okay. There's nothing displaying. So should we just quit this? And let me pass this. Yay, we got it. Let's go. Let's go. So now we have everything that we needed. All right, so let me comment already the changes so you can get them. And let me just say something like, we all the data is dynamic. Let's go. That's this confirm, synchronize the changes. All right. So let me read the comments because I haven't read the chat at all. And let me just stop. Let me present again my share screen and let me share the page.js. All right. So how many calls can we do in a minute? I think Yeah. Let's go. Like let's try to burn out the market of stocks. All right, so let me just read the comment. Sorry if the screen was not shared. Hello, Evo. Hello, Unipa. So take a couple of functions. Blah, 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 yeah. Kind of get you. All right. All right. So I think if you have any kind of doubts, don't worry about it. So for those who are just joining right now, let me try to get you into what are we doing. So we built this that is a basic stock information app here. So you can see that we have already a chart that it is like uh, I don't know, zoomable. Some you can zoom in and zoom out a little bit into the chart that we have here. So basically, right now we just have like thin charts of thin elements of the fetch that we are doing. We can do a little bit more if we want. But yeah, so we have already all this, and how we did it is that we are using Apex Charts. That Apex Charts is this cool library that we're using to create some kind of charts. So basically, we can use some charts like these ones. Like we can do lines, areas, columns, range areas, candlesticks, thickle, box plots, bubbles, pies. We can do a lot of cool stuff with this. So yeah, basically we got it right now. So what we're using is that we're fetching this API that is called Polygon.io. And Polygon allows us to get information about any kind of stock that we want. If we want to see the stock of Apple or just the stock of Microsoft or anything like that. So, so yeah, we should first we're doing that. We are like determining for each minute that we fetch into this object that we try to fetch from the API. So we're getting information from Apple. We're getting 120 informations, and we're seeing some results that are some kind of weird if you are not into like if you are never touched stocks, but don't worry about it. This is the O means the opening value of the stock in that time. C is the closing value of that stock in that time. H is the highest value, and L is the lowest value, and T is just a timestamp that we're using for getting the time that we consulted the value of that stock. So if you can see here in the if you can see here, right here at the x-axis, we are having like the timestamps. This is the first value is like the hour, and the second one is the minute that we did it. And in the y-axis, we have the values that have reached. I think I forget to add like the day and the date. So yeah, we should extract that. All right, so let's worry about that in the future. But yeah, basically this is what we're doing, and what we're doing in the code is basically first declare two states. The first one is the one who's going to store the value from the API. The second one is the one who's going to store the values or the options that we need to pass to the chart so it can display everything. So the options object has two sub objects. The first one is the options object that has the kind of chart that we're building, like the ID, and the categories. That categories are the ones that are displaying in the x-axis, and we have the series. So like the series are basically just the graph that are following up the chart. And after that, we are first fetching all the information that we need from the API of Polygon. After fetching the API, we first use a use effect. That basically a use effect is a hook from React that waits until something changes, and after it changes, it runs a function inside it. So we have inside the use effect. So when after we first fetch all the information, we store it into the stock info. So because it is stored in the stock info, it means that because the stock info has already changed, we're going to run everything that is here one time. So after starting it, we fill all the information. We have a function that is called field chart that basically manage all the logistics to try to fill up the option state that we had right here with the information, trying to getting it from the object API. Well, from the object that is stored in the user state from the stock info state. And after getting it, we are first getting a copy of the options. We are getting a copy of the categories and a copy of the series. And for each element that is in the stock info, we're going to slide from 0 to 1 number. I think I can change this right now from 0 to n. Let me take some n here. And no, filter with n, and it's going to be 10 right here. Right, so we extract a slice of the array from 0 to the number that we want, and we are going to traverse that slice of array. And for each element, we're going to log that item. We're going to push it into our categories copy. We're going to push it into our series copies. And after doing this, we are going to just get that options copy and try to put it inside it. So we're again going to get the options copy, and we're going to say that the categories in that copy is going to be equal to the categories copy that we did, and also the series that is the inside the options copy is going to be equal to the series copy. And after everything, we're going to set the options state with the options copy that we did. And for displaying in a little format, all that timestamp, we first declare a new state, and then we create a new string that basically gets the hours and gets the minutes that we did. And then we fill the chart, and after filling it, we just display like the chart that we did. So let me just try to get this. And let me see if it works, because I changed the window is not defined. And what is not defined? So change the n. 0 to n is n already declared? Yeah, it is. No, it works. Yeah, let's go. All right, so it works. And yeah, so we get it. So I think if we change, let me see if it changes if we try to go from inside instead of 100 to, and this could be also another state like const number comma, or like n comma set n is equal to user state 10 or 100, and this is going to be equal to fill chart nothing, and from 0 to n. And n is the number. It's constant the number. Let me change this to n. Oh, we don't need anything here. And we're going to from 0 to n, that n is a constant here that we're using in the user state. It's going to be 100. Then let me see if this works again. Oh yeah, I forgot to add this to match the state. It's equal to 1 to n. Oh, it's greater or equal. Yeah, we have another state. We have another state with 100 categories. So this is, I think we can change this. So let me change the line chart, and the chart is going to be, the width could be just 1,000. So it doesn't, yeah. All right, so now we have the 1,000 chart. So now we have displayed like dynamically all the information that we need right here. And I don't know what this hand is for. Oh, we can move. Yay, let's go. So, all right, we have managed to get all this stock information, but we forget it. Like, I don't know why I keep forgetting to get this into the page. This is the most important part, and I haven't done anything. So yeah, our main class name styles should be getting something. that is a background image. So let me just share with you how to get a background image. So how to change background image in CSS. So we have background image is going to be the URL. And I think the URL in this case is the public one. This is a public extension. So, all right, styles main, and let me go to styles. Styles is equal to styles of main. And main, where is, I think it's in the page model.css URL, and this URL should be in the public one. And it should be wallpaper.png. And I think they should be in string. I think so. So carousel. Model not found. Wallpaper.png. So it should be something like this, like that. No. Right. So it should be that. So it should be public and wallpaper.png. And are we working? Let's go! It is working. It works, I think, but I think because of this, we have problems with our stock. So, all right. So let me change this again. I don't want to do this project today. So instead of getting main, we can do another thing like going to the page and trying to get this into another thing like a div, and this div should be here and here, and we can do style is equal to background image center equal to going to be equal to URL. And this URL should be this and this, and it should be wallpaper.png. And what are we getting? Syntax error, main expected closing tag for a div, and do we have one? Document. Oh yeah. Everything should work, and let me format this, and this works. Let's go, it does. All right. All right, let's go. So should we just get something like Steno? I think we can get another thing like getting just that image, but with a filter. So yes. Oh well, let's just chat at ChatGPT. How can we change this? So if I have it with a background image, how can I apply a filter of opacity into it? Right, so to apply the filter opacity to how you're high, you can use this as you can see background high, and set it before pseudo element. All right, so we have okay, so we have background container, we have the background image and background overlay. All right. So we have background image, background cells, cover. All right. So let me just do the cover here. Well, I mean, we can have still styles that container. Now let me go to here and page models, and let me use a container that background is this. Which we can copy. Go here and copy the background container. I don't know where I cannot copy this. All right, wait a minute. Everything. All right, so I think now we should be able to do this. And share this tab. Okay, so we have URL. The URL should be dot public and wallpaper.png. And after getting the wallpaper.png, everything should be able to go. Position relative. Let me just try and change this. Content, overlay, and there should be background overlay. All right. Content, says. Is there a way to switch the background based on the current trend? If it is going down, we can. Oh, that should be awesome. But for calculating the trend, we should use something like getting the angle of the first. Like I think I know what you mean. I think we should for that we should get the angle of the first point until the last point, or knowing if from the last point, from the first point until the last point is greater, then do a stonks, and if not, not a stonks. All right. Huh. But I think getting the background like this will be a little bit like it would not look like so cool. So instead of doing this, what do you think if we put something like an image, like image source is equal to public, I think, to the public, and it should be wallpaper. .png. We have this, and let's see if this works. Right, so yeah, so we have stonks, but for looking good, let's try to give this a class. So style is equal um, to styles dot stonks, and stonks is equal to. So let's change just the stonks class. We put in something like here, and so that stonks is equal is this. It's going to have a border, border 0, border radius is equal to I don't know, like 50%, or like, yeah, I think 100 pixels is enough, and it should be something like 3 pixels, solid white 3 pixels, so the radius like this, and width should be um the width should be 100. Yeah, 100 by 100 pixels. So we have width and we have the height, 100 pixels also, and the position should be absolute. And from the top, you have like 1000 pixels or anything like that. We're going to change this in a minute. Style specs, all right, so styles is equal to styles.stock. So we have the styles and styles, we have styles. So we have the styles, stonks, we have the class name. Class name is equal to styles and stonks. And all right, so we have songs, right? Awesome. So, so we should change this into. So for not getting anything into the API, let me just inspect this and move it a little bit more because I don't know what is going on. I think we have a problem. All right, what is stonks? Oh, stonks, where are you? So we let me inspect the stonks and get the top from 100 pixels. And the top should be showing. I don't know what is going on. And the seed index, I think. Uh, so do we want to do this? Like, I think we don't want to. We'll want just to go here and into this div. We should be. Okay, so I think I forget to add a relative. Page and this should be like class name should be tiles that container, and the container should be, so where you stunts. So we have set in that container. We have the container, and with this container we can build something like display relative. And this is position relative, and its position is absolute, and it's going to be just 100 for 0 pixel. Top on left is going to be 0 pixel. And did I forget to do something? No, I don't think so. So let me just reload this and try to charge the page again. Let me just so npm dev. All right. So let me just reload this again. And then we have just compiling it, the page. All right, so we have window is not defined. So what is not defined? Styles container. This is class name has styles.stock. So I don't know what is going on. So we have models, suffix charge, suffix charge command. All right, so we have everything here. All right, so we have now stonks. The problem is that we now need to update the C index of this. So the C index of the stonk should be, oh. Okay, now we're seeing the stonks here. And should just inspect this. So we have the SVG, we have ID, we have the line. Well, okay, here we go. See what? So let me change just the width of this. Should be like 200 pixels. pixels by 150. 150. Yeah, we have stonks, and I forgot to add the C index. C index pixel 10. Yeah, now we're seeing stonks. Okay, so we now have stonks. So what can we uh, what can we do is just get the first value of the first element and compare it with the last value. So if it is less than the first value, we can display the image of not non-stonks or anything like that. And yeah, so right now Apple has not stonks, so we should first be able to quit the non-stonks. So for that, we should create another thing for selecting what to display. So, uh, so we should get a thing that's called stonks. Stonks, comma, and we share my tab. Stonks dot set stonks equal to a user state of the URL of stonks, and the URL of stonks here is wallpaper.png. And let me search for the image of non-stonks. Stonks. Okay, so we have not a stonks here. So let me just save image. So which one? This one or this one? I like this one. Really not stonks. Not stonks. And let me save it into the stream. Uh-huh. Do you like the first one? Or do you like the... All right, so yeah, let's just get the first one. Let me save it and let me go again into the top, and let me put the two non-stonks images. And the first one is JPG and the other one is PNG, and yeah. So everything should be now able to go. So we have the non-stonks and we have the non-stonks. All right, so we have the index.js and we have the page. So now let me go here. All right, so we should have the user state as an empty string, and we should create another thing that is a function that is just info of options. So when options has already been updated, we should do another thing. That is, instead of doing this, is it counts of calculate response. Should be a function that's going to return just comma. It's going to compare the first element of the series. So if options that series 0 first element is greater than the options of series of 0 series of line of series of 0 that length is 1. And should set the stonks. Should set stonks. Now we should set stonks to the other one. All right, so we're comparing the first element of the series with the last element of the series, and if the first element is greater than if the first element is up more up than the last element, it means that we are not getting the songs. So we should get the set of songs with the URL of. I think this is just not the songs.png. And if not, we should use the wallpaper.png. Wallpaper.png. And we should run the calculate songs. Calculate songs, and let me see if this works. And yeah, let's see what we're getting. Like really bad songs. All right. Yeah, we should use it. Okay, so series is not defined. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we can do this inside of this. Instead of doing this like here, we can add something like and just let me just comment this. Let me see if we can do something like going into the end. Let me go into the end and let me go here and go here and say something like this. So if we have something, it means that we should display image, and if not, we should display just the wallpaper.png or the songs.png format document. So options of series of options of series 0.1 minus 1. So let me see if this works. Like the thing that I did is just try to instead of doing all this, because we have already a thing that that ensures that we have already everything into the options array. We don't want to move anything like this or try to compare anything, so we can just make this operation right here. So we have right now stunts, and we don't have is not stunts.png and the wallpaper. So the options are series and and let me do another thing that is compare the console.log both of these options and the options of plus minus one. Well, now instead of doing this, it should be n options of n. Yeah. This should be just n because we have the n state right here. So we have n, and we have comma 0 to n, n minus 1 should be also. So let me just share again this. Let me try to refresh this. I think so. We should calculate the next one compared to the previous, not the current. The next one. So we should calculate the next stonks compared to the previous, not the current to the next, or works. I don't know, to be honest. Well, I mean, I don't know, to be honest. Like, this is in minutes that we're comparing, so I think it is from the start to the end to see how the graphic is like where the trending is going. So in here, let me just console log because I didn't know at the end which one were the values. So yeah, both of them are defined. All right, so we have option of series of zero. Hmm. So we have options that series, and I think we have. Okay, so now we have. Oh yeah, yeah. I think I'm doing this wrong. Like we are printing at the end options. So what are we printing? So you say stock info. Hey, now I'm the state. So are we printing options in some time? No, we're not. So can we just get the stock info of zero? Blah, 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 blah. So let's try to see if we have options of series of zero. Option series of zero here. We have 700 times? What the frick? Oh yeah, it's data. All right. So it should be data of zero, zero. It should be series data of n minus one. What do we have here? It looks like it doesn't exist. Cannot read the properties of undefined reading 99. So how many do we have? So we have options, and where is options? I cannot see anything right here. Hmm. Mm. All right, so just let me see how many options and there's some options of zero. So let me see how many I have. So we have 100. So if we reload this, will it show? Yes, it is showing itself. So we have until 99. And that's fine. Let me just go again and refresh this. 196. All right. So we have 196. Yeah, it is. So I think it's just a problem when it loads. So we have. Mm, so I think it should be just something like this. Series of zero. Data and minus one is greater than zero. Data zero. Yeah. So right now yeah. So now it's working. Yeah. So now we have stonks. So I think the trend shows that the first, yeah. So the only problem I think it's that the information is displaying in a white color. I don't know why. So we should take care of that. But right now, I think now everything is working. Um. Uh huh. Right. So I think you said the same thing in two different ways. My bad. I meant um, current to the next stunks to the current to the previous stunk. Yeah. So we're doing that, right? Or I don't know. I'm confused. But yeah. So we can. I think we can see that, right? Like, oh, wait, is not display? Are we displaying that? I don't know. Are we displaying them? Oh, frick! I think we're not. Ah, yeah, we're doing it. Ah, but we're displaying from the from end, right? So blah, 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 blah. Let me think about something because I don't know why we're seeing so many things right now. So display, and then the slides. Where is it? Here we have the slides. All right. So, oh yeah, I think it's because we have a lot of. Oh no, it is displaying. All right. So let me just go again and try to see. Yeah, yeah. It was because we tried to load a lot of things in at the same time. But yeah, I think we can see here like the value of this is a little bit. This is going down, I think, compared to the first one. So yeah, we can say that really nice songs. So all right, so we have already finished the first part. I think we need a little bit more of CSS of this, and so can we do something like getting three buttons to fetch from three different companies, like one from Apple, one from Amazon, and other one uh, from Microsoft or anything like that. So we can just change the visualization of this. And yeah, yeah. So I think the result is going down. So we don't have any kind of songs. So not songs time moments. Mm. And yeah, so still we have 15 minutes. So let me just go again and try to share the stuff and go and try to work with the CSS of this. It should be like 200 by 150, and this should be Talahaha. And we should get other two things. We should get mm, another div right here. This is a container, but we should have some other another div that says class name is equal to companies. So let me just create something like companies and styles companies. And yeah, it should be right up here. Should be right up here. And give me a minute. Uh, all right, so we have the companies, and we need three buttons. So one button. So let's just try to have three buttons. The first one is going to be Apple. Apple. The other one should be Google and Google. The other one, Microsoft. Mm, so we have Apple, Google, Microsoft, and decided to put in. So we have an image right here, like source is equal to something. We should repeat that for this logo. So we'll have something like a white icon of this. So let me search for the white icon. So Google white icon. So this should work. But yeah, it's PNG. Thank you so much. So let me save it. Uh, Microsoft or Windows Y. Mm, white icon and white icon. Well, I think this will work. Or no. So let me go into Scout. Icon Scout. Scout. Let me go into Icon Scout and say, get something like Microsoft. Go into icons. So now we have the icons, and with this, well, we have something, but it is not. Well, it is black. I think we can change it with just a filter of CSS, and it is Abby. All right. So can we download it? We cannot. So let me just copy the image and paste it here. Paint. So let me go into Paint. Well, let me go into remove background.com and get this here and download the button and write. All right, so we have already Microsoft, we have Apple. So let me go into images for the apples. You see the PNG. You see this. All right. So we should have 10 minutes. Yeah. So next is dynamically change the display of stunts in white box and probably yeah. Basically, that is what we're going to build. So we are going to have 3 buttons in the top of the graphic. So the main the principal that is going to be displaying is the stunts of Apple, but we're going to do the same thing for Microsoft and Google. And whenever you click that button, you can change into between like those stunts. And also we should calculate like the if the image is like how to like if we are going to display stonks or not stonks dynamically. So yeah, all right. So we have already everything. So let me just import it, and so let me just go again with downloads. We have Google icon. Oh, but the Google G icon was a JPG. Okay, so let me go into icon scouts. Again, icon scout and look for Google. Google. Let's see icons. Blah, blah. Yeah, we have one. So let me just copy the image, go into the Google background, and download it, and then go again here, share this tab, and let me upload all the that we have here. So let me go into my phone, and put everything here. There should be Google. It should be Microsoft and Apple. All right. So we have everything that we want here. So the source of this is going to be apple.png, Google, and Microsoft. And for this button, we should add a class name that we have something like this. Class name, another class name. Same, and this should be bottom. Like a stack button, stack button, sub button, and sub button. We should format this yeah, so nowadays we should go into the CSS and do some things here. So because it is outside the container, we should do something like uh, stock button, and we should do the you should ask it for being from 100 to 100, or like yeah, like 100 by 100. It is equal to 100 pixels, and height is going to be also 100 pixels, and there one border 0, border radius like 10 pixels, and background color is going to be black. And now we should take care of the images inside that button. So button images, and also the display should be display flex. So should justify content by content center and align items to the center also, and just try to configure this to being 50 by 50, and blah, 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 blah. I think that should be all. So now let's see if we have whatever we mounted here. All right, what happened? Why are we not seeing anything? No, we're oh yeah, forget to add this. And ad companies are going to be also display flags and flex direction should be raw, and justify content and center. So I think now we're going to see something. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I forgot to add the filters, and we do need another thing. We do need a border, so we should be a solid white, 1 pixel or 2 pixels, and yeah. And also for each button, we should have a margin of 0 pixels by 10 pixels, 0 pixels, and 10 pixels. And with this, now we should apply a filter of white. So for searching a filter of color, color filter, CSS, generator, from black to white to white to white, and white is FFF, complete filters. So invert, all right, so we have everything that we need here, and we should go right now here and just compute the filters of here. Filter, invert, and well, now we're seeing that, but we're not seeing the Apple one. All right, so let me just go quick in Apple black icon, and blah 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 blah. All right, yeah, so we got it. So we have Apple, we have PNG. Let me open this and go again here. Let me go again into here, move this here, and change the name to let me change the name to Apple. Well, let me delete then the Apple one. No, delete. Yeah, I want to delete it. And let me go again and say Apple. And now we should be able to see all the logos. I think so. Just go again and try to, yay, now we're seeing all the buttons that we want. So we, unfortunately, we don't have enough time to finish everything we want, but you can see that now we have the buttons with the with the icons. So I think we can finish this tomorrow. So yeah, let me just commit the changes. So logos, company logos, and if you want to update and continue with this, you can just go for it and continue with all the things that you want to filter into. And yeah, so remember, if you want to do anything, you can do it. You can fork any the repository and push it into the stream. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. So don't forget to register into the Global Hack Week activities. And I hope you have a great weekend. So see you, everyone.